Hey Book Dragons, I'm back. So I'm actually here for my August TBR. Now I'm filming this video super early, but I just got motivated to totally change up my TBR game. So I'm just gonna film it and hope nothing goes horribly awry. So August is a busy month for me. It's my my last one, my full month's off. Actually, my only full month that I really have off. July I was traveling. This was my only full month off of the whole summer. It's also my birthday month, and I'm also participating in a ridiculous amount of readathons. So I'm going to chat about a little bit those at the start, and then I'm going to kind of change how I'm changing up my game, just because I love everyone else's TBR games, and I can never really stick with my own. So I am going to make sure that I try a new game and see if it works, and I'm going to have you guys hold me accountable. So this month, I'm participating in 3 different competitive readathons. Yes, I know it's a lot. Yes, I know I'm probably crazy, but guess what? I like competitive readathons. They're super motivating. So I'm participating in the Magical Kingdom readathon hosted by Claire, and I'll remember if I can link her, I will. And I am on Team Villain, and we're going to get to that at the end because there's like a very specific TBR chat and stuff I have to read for that for Team Villain, so I'll get into that. I'm also in Ping Pongathon, which is another competitive based readathon. I'll talk a little bit about that in a second. And I am team, took a photo of it. I'm on team Pong and Prose with Paige with Paige, Brittany Loves Reading, and Brooklyn Reads. So that one is a bit tricky because we don't get our ping pong prompts until the day of, like, till August 1st. And then there's like 10 prompts that everyone's trying to do, but I won't know those until August 1st. So maybe I will do like a TBR about that. I don't know, but there's no real way to do that. So, and then I'm also participating in Battleathon with Melanor Reads, which I loved. I did that last year. I'm actually happy it's happening in August. And this is all about 5-star reads. But for me, I'm on team let me see if I can. House of Wings, and my bonus thing is to read books with royal words in the title. So yeah, that is where we are. It's gonna be a bit of a crazy month. I also am finishing up a secret project. I still have a lot of days left. Well, not a lot. I still have a bunch of days left in July, so I'm hoping to actually finish all my secret projects like this week, so they're all done. But the first thing we're gonna do is I am gonna roll a 6-sided dice, and I'm gonna attach here the first part of my TBR. The first part of my TBR is what I'm gonna focus on. What goal am I gonna focus on? And I have 6 goals that I'm kind of pulling from. So I'm gonna attach a photo here. my goals that I want to focus on for the rest of the year. You just saw the graphic, and I'm just going to roll a 6-sided dice, and I'm going to pick the category that I'm going to do. And then after I do that, I'm going to roll a 6-sided dice, and as many books as I pull, I have to pull for that category, and hope that they're excitable and that also that they can connect to what else I'm doing. So I'm going to show you once I do it. So I'm going to roll a 6-sided dice and tell you what number I get. And then we'll just chat about that. So I'm excited. So this will be kind of my, what are the goals? Because I find that I have goals every year and then I just don't follow them. So roll a dice, 6-sided dice. Okay, so I'm going to roll it. I'm going to try to, let's see if I can get this to go. Okay. Oh, no, not that. Okay, put this back. 8-sided dice now. No, oh no, oh no. Okay, so here, just roll a 6-sided dice. Okay, so I have to, 4. Okay, so 4. Okay, let's see, I have to pick 4. So 4 is, you guys just saw the graphic. So I am going to read, I have to read 4 sequels or end of series. Okay, so I have to do that. I have to read 4 sequels. Okay, well that's the category that I have to read, rather. 4 sequels or end of series. I am so bad at finishing series. It's just a thing. So now I'm gonna roll a 6-sided dice to see how many sequels or end of series do I actually need to read. Okay, I only have to read 1, which I'm sure I can figure out. So I'm gonna go find one that is a sequel or an end of series, preferably an end of series, and I will read that. So I'm gonna go find one that I can put in my TBR, and I will be back once I have it. So I am not gonna make a clear decision. I am just gonna toss 2 books onto this TBR. I'm gonna toss on Firebirds by K.J. Armstrong. I will show it to you. I have it in a big stack right now. But Firebirds by K.J. Armstrong is a sequel that I really do want to get to. It's also a duology, so I will be finishing a series. And also Heart of the World by Amy Kaufman, which is another 5-star read prediction in a sequel series that I really, really want to get to. And I am just going to put them both on my TBR because they're both books that I'm definitely going to be vlogging in August. But I also don't know, like, prompt-wise, so for that, I'm going to stick those. So those are going to be my 1 sequel. I have to read 1, but those are 2 that I know that I'm physically going to read, and 1 that I have a physical art copy of, 1 I have an e-art copy of. But yeah, so the focus of the month for me is sequels. So if I can get any more sequels on here, I will, but I've already have 2, and I'm currently in the middle of reading a 3rd one, Mirror of the Beast by Alexandra Bracken, but that I'm going to probably finish in July. But we have 2 sequels on the TBR. Okay, now let's do the second part of this. So the second part of this is I have to roll a 6-sided dice, and I have these chance cards, and I'm just going to attach the game of chance thing over here. Really, really simple graphics. I know my graphics suck, but that's okay. We're gonna deal with it. So game of chance is I have a bunch of chance cards, and I am just going to roll a 6-sided dice, and however many cards that I pick, I'm going to have to choose cards for. I'm also keeping in mind that these are going to be books that have to probably be 5-star read prediction, books that I'm going to love. There is going to be 6 options for this. Hopefully not that big of a number, but we will see. Okay, I only have to pull 1 card. Honestly, for this month, it might be best because I have a really big TBR for other things. Oh, okay, so the card I got is read a creature in a book. Okay, I can work with that. All right, so I'm gonna go find a book that has a creature in it, and I will be back once I have found one. So I'm gonna give myself some options just because I know Ping Pongathon is going to occur. So Somewhere in the Deep by Taji Barvana is going to be on my TBR. It is a South Asian inspired author of Monsters Born and Made, and it has a creature on the cover because they go underwater, and this was also on my Fantasy Bingo TBR, but also I really want to put on The God and the Guillermo by Sophia Kim. This has a Scarlet Fox or a Guillermo as a character, so I think that does count. So I'm gonna toss these both on my TBR just because I want options, especially with Ping Pongathon kind of controlling my life. So I have one option but 2 books, and one of these will count, and they're both 5-star reproductions to me, so that will count for Battleathon as well, and hopefully I like them. Like I said previously, I am participating in Ping Pongathon that really doesn't have any like true TBR books. It's just kind of me waiting for the prompts because someone else is playing beer pong for me, or book pong, I don't know what you want to say. So they're gonna like announce that August 1st, and I'm like not gonna know that. However, I will say this, for Battleathon my bonus prompt is to read a book that has like royal names in the royal words in the title, or like royal themed words. So I'm gonna just show you guys some of those books, and I'm gonna try my hardest to like get some of these to fix on another like on my actual TBR, but a lot of these do have those words in the title, so I'm going to focus on those. And I honestly have more, like I might even go get a couple more, but the 3 that I'm definitely, oh my god, I just threw all my books. The 3 books that I'm definitely going to add to my TBR, actually, yeah, I have 3 that I'm definitely going to add to it. I'm going to add Air by Sabaa Tahir because this is a really, really anticipated book and it has a royal word. I'm also going to add Prince of Song and Sea by Lindsay Miller. This will come back around because there is a prompt that it is connected to. And I'm also going to add An Heir Comes to Rise by Chloe C. Pendragon or Pendrama. And again, it has Heir's words. So these are the books I'm going to focus on because they do have royalty words. And honestly, Ping Pongathon might change it, but these are the 3 physical books that I'm going to at least put on my TBR with the hope that I do enjoy them. And if worst comes to worst, I may just go on like a Kindle Unlimited binge and kind of find something, but those are for the royal words in a title. And now we're gonna get into Team Villain. I honestly know that Ping Pongathon might change things, but I just like to make a TBR. That's like how my brain sort of works. So I will attach a graphic of my TBR for Team Villain, and I will just attach it here so you guys will see what I'm pulling from, and then we're just gonna kind of go over them and make sure that we're doing the game right. So the first book I am gonna read, it's for Gaston because he is a villain, and his prompt is read a book over 400 pages. So I'm just going to add this book to it, Air, because it's almost 500 pages. It's quite chunky, quite hefty, and I really do want to read it. So I'm really excited. This was one of those books at ALA that everyone and their mother wanted. So I'm going to add this to that. So, and then the next thing, or the next prompt, as you just saw, that I have to kind of figure out is a book that handles death and grief. So I'm actually going to add Firebirds by KJ Armstrong to this because it's a book that I really do want to read. But sort of, again, those 2 books really could work for a lot of things. They do have death and grief in them. That's like very much a fence, especially Firebirds. So Firebirds and that one will kind of count for 2, but I'm just saying I have an option. So for death and grief, I do have Heart of the World and I do have Firebirds, okay? A book that features a game, I do have a book for this one as well. That is for the character of Oogie Boogie. And I'm going to do the Creme Brulee Bake Off because this has like a baking competition at the heart of it. And I think that they're in this baking competition and a contestant is found dead soon after filming begins, but it is a baking competition. It looks like it will be like a quick read. This one does not come out until 2025, so whoever's looking for me for like reviews just know I'm going to read this a little bit early. But I did get it. And I'm really excited. It does have a baking, and also, I will be honest, the grandest game is supposed to come in for August from Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I will attach a photo here. So read that. But that is a book I'm going to put on my tentative TBR because it does have a game, and it is a book I can physically put on my TBR. Okay, and now let me show you guys the other one. The other book was read a book that has a sea creature on the cover. So I'm going to be really, I don't know if this counts. I'm just going to read The Prince of Song and Sea with Ariel on the cover. Unless I go on my KU and find a book that I think I'm going to love. This is just one of my older ARCs that I got. And I may even try to snag the audio and just kind of listen to it when I'm doing some busy errands. But it does have Ariel on the cover. I thought that this was really contract because they followed the male, like the male's point of views in their stories. And I might just even get the audio for this and listen to it as I'm kind of running errands. But it does seem like a perfect summer book as well. So I'm really excited for that. And again, I may read a book and it may fit a prompt because some of these are hard to know like off the bat. And then Captain Hook, read a book that features pirates. I am just going to put The Bright and Breaking Sea by Chloe O'Neill because they are on the sea and 9 times out of 10 there is like a sea element to it. There are pirates. Also, if I do a bit more research and realize that this won't count, I could also do The Adventures of Mina Al-Sarafi by Shannon Chakraborty, but this is a bit shorter, and normally when you're on the sea, pirates occur, so I'm just going to assume this is right, and I think that if I had the best intentions, I can probably still count it. So this one is the one I'm going to count for a book that has pirates in it. And then I need to read a book for Maleficent that has green, purple, and black on the cover. It's not a lot of purple, but you'll see there's books over here that are purple, green, and black. And this is the Cinnamon Bun Bookstar by Lori Gilmore. It's the sequel to the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. This comes out in September, so I don't know if I'll be able to get the audiobook for it. But I did get this at ALA, and it is a really, really quick read. And considering I have so many bigger books on my TBR, I really did like the other one. I think I gave the other one 4 stars. So this is a safe bet that I will enjoy it. It really felt like I was in like Stars Hollow, but it's definitely more a spicy romance. So yeah, I'm excited to read this one as well. And then again, you will have seen all the prompts. I'm just looking at it on my phone so I don't forget anything. And then I need to read a book that has hearts on the cover. And again, if I find a book that has more hearts on the cover, I will definitely pick it up. But I'm gonna put The 5 Stages of Courting Daisy Romano by Melissa De La Cruz. There is a heart on the cover. I could not find any books that had hearts on the cover. So I am just going to count this one. It came out in July. It's from Union Square Co. And it's just like a rom-com. I've read stuff by Melissa De La Cruz and she has not always been my favorite, but I am willing to give her a shot. So this is another book that I'm really excited for. And then a book with betrayal. I am going to add The Air Comes to Rise by Chloe C. Pendrama on my TBR. It has the word air in it. Fantasy romance tend to have a betrayal element to it. So I'm definitely going to add that to it as well. And hopefully I get lucky. And then I'm going to read a book for Jafar, Jafar that has snake on the cover. I actually had a lot of options for this. I'll be really honest. I did. But I think I'm going to go back to a tried and true favorite. And I'm just going to do God and the Guillermo. And I'll show you where there's a little snake. Because you can see it. It's just a little bit harder. So this is my edition of God and the Guillermo. And it does have a little snake. So I'm going to count this. So those are all the prompts that I have to read for that game. Again, I'm gonna have to add stuff. I don't like an empty TBR cart. It's like my biggest pet peeve. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna put everything on my TBR cart and then I'm gonna see 5-star vibes, what I think I'm gonna love, what I'm in the mood to read, and then I'm just gonna kind of fill my cart and I'm gonna add some more books. That will be my mood reading time. I never talk about audiobooks in these videos. I really haven't been listening to a lot of audiobooks. I've been trying to frantically catch up on my podcast because I fell really behind during the school year. But let me go put all this stuff on my reading cart. And then I'm going to kind of just pick a couple of books to fill it out that also are 5-star vibes. And then we'll just chat about it. So I'll be back. Hi, so I have to add a little part to this update or this TBR because I just forgot I am participating in 2 buddy reads in August, which I've never really done. I think I did one, but I was catching up on booktube and I was commenting on a bunch of videos and people wanted to do buddy reads. So I was commenting on Lada because she's in one of the rounds of Battle of the Booktubers and she read A Prison Healer and really, really liked it. So I am finally going to get around to reading A Gilded Cage by Lynette Nomi, which is a sequel that I really wanted to read. And I really hope I like book 2 as much as I liked book 1. I may need to do like a recap because I got to the end of book 1 of Prison Heal and I was like, oh my god, this book is amazing, and then I just never continued. So this will be with Lotta from Lotta's Book Nook. I'm really excited to start it. It also is a really, really pretty cover, and this is definitely a 5-star read prediction. And with Beatrice from Beatrice's Book Nook, we are going to read A Fate Inked in Blood. I don't know if more people are reading this one. I really don't remember. I did start it, and then I got really, really distracted. So this is my pretty Fairy Loot edition. It's also a Comic-Con arc that I still haven't read, and Comic-Con is coming up quickly. So yeah, I just wanted to add these so I don't forget, and they're on here, so when I actually film this TBR, you guys will know what I am reading. So yeah, I want to add The Gilded Cage by Lynette Nomi and also A Fate Inked in Blood. And thank you so much for doing read-alongs with me. I'm really, really excited, and I'll be sure to link all the creators below throughout this video if I can remember. But yeah, back to past Laura finishing up her TBR. But I just wanted to add these 2 books so I didn't forget. Bye. Here's the books that I'm going to add for various reasons. For books I'm just going to fill up my TBR cut with, I'm going to add The Honey Witch by Sydney J. Shields because it is an e-arc that I do have, and it also is a pretty edition. So I would like to know if I'm keeping it on my shelves or if I'm selling it on Pango. I also have an arc of Casters and Crowns by Elizabeth Lundenham, which comes out in October, and it has the crowns on the title, so it will give me royal words, which is exciting. I also have a novel Love Story by Ashley Poston, which is just a fun 5-star read prediction because I really liked all of her other books, and this one just sounds so cute. I started reading this when I was traveling, and then I just got distracted. I also have Princess of Souls by Alexandra Christo. It's another one that has princess in the title, and I have read stuff by this author in the past and have enjoyed it, and there also isn't a snake on this one, so if I don't read God of the Guillermo, I do have another book. And also my last one I have is Once Upon a Queen by Sarah Author, which again has another royal word in the title. So yeah, let me know how you like this. And then sort of my thought about book buying, because I try to connect book buying to my game, is if I finish each section of my TBR, I get to buy myself 1 book. So the 3 sections is reading Firebirds, or reading my my goal for the month, which for this month is to read some sequels. If I get to finish that prompt, I'll do that. If I could buy myself a book if I finished my my prompt, which was read a book with like an animal on the cover or a creature on the cover, which I had 2 options. And then my 4th is to do all of my TBRs. I have 3. I'm gonna focus on Ping Pongathon for this one because I think that that's going to be the most competitive, but I'm going to see if I can at least just count myself done. Also, Ping Pongathon and also like the Magical Readathon has very, very specific prompt, and Battleathon doesn't really have any. But if I feel like I was committed and I at least caught up on all the rounds, I think I will say that I have done that. But yeah, let me know if you guys like this game. I think it's easier. It gave me a little bit more freedom and choice. Hope you guys are doing well, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Let me know in the comments what you hope to read in August, and if you have any fun events. It definitely is my birthday and all of those fun things, but I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.